500 minerals.
You need to make a Ling to scout with. You don't know what he's doing. Did you sack an Overlord?
Yeah.
What did it see?
I saw a starport and factory switching from tech lab to
So what does that tell you?
that tells me that he is teching on a starport, so he's probably making banshees.
Okay, well then do you need to prepare for that?
Yes, I do.
And how are you going to prepare for banshees?
I will prepare for banshees by making 2 more queens and putting a spore crawler in my mineral.
Good. How do you feel about that saturation in your natural?
It's way oversaturated.
Okay. How do you feel about the saturation in your main?
Let me get these.
Instead of running away from banshees, you should probably run towards spore crawlers. But as it stands, you got your next 2 queens out, you're going to be fine. So let's address this saturation problem. Let's continue to spend our money.
Oh, I didn't want that many. I don't need 6,000 tropes on gas. Oh, wow.
You're going to want to keep producing queens.
Horrible Stop stacking.
So what's happening here?
I'm losing. Oh, come on. White. Oh, wow. I'm horrible. Good job.
So what's going on, Robbie?
GG.
GG?
Yeah.
Alright. GG. What happened?
Everything.
That's not good enough. What happened?
Well, I had way too many minerals. I played like crap.
Okay, you're giving me these ambiguous, vague answers. What happened?
He built banshees, and I wasn't ready for it, even though I scouted. I should have
Okay,
been ready.
so now we're getting closer. You scouted banshees. He made banshees. You didn't prepare for the banshees, and then you died.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the lesson?
Next time to prepare a lot faster.
What's the lesson?
I don't know. Not get crushed like that when I scout it.
Okay, that's a closer answer. The lesson here is respond to what you scout. Be responsive. Be responsive. Right?
Yes, be responsive.
So if you scout banshees, what do you do?
I build queens.
You have a smattering of options. If you're going to play Ling Infester and you scout Banshee, what do you do?
Well, I could make more queens, make more spore crawlers.
There you go. Queens and spore
counterattack.
crawlers. Queens and spores. That's your answer. He went 2-port Banshee. If you'd scouted it if you'd scouted all of that and if you'd realized what was happening, you could have just made queens and banshees, thrown down a baneling's nest, busted it, and killed him because he would have had nothing at home. Yeah. You could have thrown down a spire, made mutas, and just killed him because he's invested in all these banshees. Yeah. But the generic safe response when going Infesterling is just queens and spores. right?
Yeah.
I would go so far as to say when opening Infestor Ling, and he goes support Banshee, just transition into Mutiling Bane, because that's going to pretty much hard counter him. But why, Robbie? Why? Why does Mutiling Bane hard counter Banshee play? Why do we need to make that judgment?
Um, well, the mutas obviously countered the banshees because banshees can only attack ground, and the Ling Bane you can use to counterattack and crush them while you're dealing with the banshees.
Good.
Because
Good.
he's not going to have anything at home, like you said.
So make an argument for me here. If Terran opens 2-port Banshee, then
I'm going to hard counter to muted Ling Bane.
okay, that's one. If Terran opens 2-port Banshees, then
I'm going to start more spores and start more queens right away instead of waiting 2 minutes.
okay, there's another good one. All right. If Terran opens 2-port Banshees, then if Terran opens 2-port Banshees, then the rest of his army looks like what?
Nothing.
Good. Are these things that you know, or are these things that you just believe because I'm telling you?
It's things that I know and should have used
In the game.
In the game.
All right. Now, I said, Robbie, you're in Bronze League. You have to pick one build to play until Diamond. What's it going to be? And you said?
Ling Infestor.
All right. Walk me through a build for Ling Infestor.
I have no clue because I have not been taught one yet.
Okay. Well, then that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to learn the build. So I'm going to run through it one time for you.
Okay.
And, cool. I'll run through it. You're going to take notes. You're going to pay attention. You're going to ask questions.
Alright.
For what it's worth, Zergling Infestor is probably the hardest build for a bronze level player to master. But you're playing at gold level, so it doesn't matter, right?
With the Roach build, I just feel it's too cheesy. I mean, even though it's like a 6-minute timing push, it just still feels too cheesy in my league, and I don't like cheese, and I don't want to cheese. I don't want to win that way. I don't want to get to a higher level and get stuck because a cheese build is the only build I need.
Careful for a second. You're going to get to a higher level and you're going to get stuck because, not because cheese is all you know how to do, but because players have, at this level, know how to respond, right?
Yes.
Making 2 hatcheries and then applying pressure with roaches, is that an all-in cheese?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
no, we just talked about it.
For me, at my level, it's I've
played. If it's an all-in because your macro is bad, then is the problem the build or your macro?
My macro.
All right. If it's an all-in because you cut drones and you fall behind, is it because your macro is bad or is it because it's an all-in?
It's the macro.
No. If you cut drones and fall behind by virtue of the build, then it's an all-in build.
If I cut drones, yeah.
Right? So what I'm saying is your build, there's nothing wrong with it. You shouldn't be like, I'm not going to do this because it's cheesy. That's not the way of it. It's safe. It's safe.
What I'm supposed to do after the initial rush is go.
All right, stop. Is 2 racks bunker rush cheese?
Yes.
No.
No?
2 racks bunker rush is safe. 2 racks bunker rush is standard.
Okay.
Why is it standard?
Because people do it all the time?
No. Why do people do it all the time?
Because it works.
Not the answer I'm looking for. Why do people do it all the time?
Because it puts them ahead.
Not quite. Why is any build standard?
I have no clue. I'm drawing a blank.
Do you have, okay. Do you have chat open?
Huh?
Do you have the stream chat open?
The stream chat?
Yeah.
No.
No, you don't? Okay. The reason that any build becomes standard is because it is safe. Safe is the word I'm looking for. A standard build is a safe build. A standard build is a build that works against a wide range of other things. Terran can go 2 racks and apply a great deal of pressure to my hatch first and still be safe, right?
Yes.
Terran can go 2 racks and build a command center behind his wall in and still be safe against my speedlings, right?
Yes.
Terran can go 2 racks, and I can go 5 roach rush, and I can't break his front because he's got too many marines, right?
Yes.
So is it safe to say that 2 racks is a solid, safe opener for Terran?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's talk about the roach build that's in question. I can go 15 hatch, 26 roach warren, and then make roaches around 30 supply and apply pressure. If I don't kill anything with that pressure, am I dead?
Yes.
No.
No?
If I don't kill anything with that pressure, am I dead?
No.
Why not?
Because you went 30 supply.
Because I got 2 bases.
Yeah.
I've got 2 mostly saturated bases.
Yeah.
I'm
30.
expanding behind my pressure. I'm forcing him to reveal his tech with my roaches. I'm scouting with those roaches. I might not kill anything, but I'm still on 2 base. I'm still delaying his expansion. I'm still in good shape.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Do you believe me?
Yeah, I believe you. I've seen it. I mean, I don't know why I'm drawing so many blanks. I mean, I watch you play all the time.
It's experience. It's experience.
Yeah.
There's a difference between watching StarCraft and playing StarCraft. I can watch. Shit. I can watch Anderson Silva knock people out all day long, but that does not make me as good of a fighter as him.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't put me in the same league with him. I can watch Anderson Silva fight for 100 hours, and then I can go to the boxing gym up the street from my apartment and fight with the scrubbiest guy there and still get my ass kicked. Right?
Yeah, I hear you.
And I can sit there and say, but I understand how to counterpunch. I've seen Anderson Silva do it 100 times. But it doesn't matter because I don't know how to counterpunch. I understand that it's effective. I've seen it done. I can try to emulate it. But until I've done it 100 times, I don't have that. I don't have that understanding built into my fingertips, do I?
No.
You can watch me go hatch first into roach pressure, into 3 bases, into 60 drones 100 times. But until you do it 100 times, your hands are not going to be programmed to do it with your eyes closed, are they?
No, not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
So let's come back to the very, very, very first question. Is hatch first into a roach warren around 26 supply, into roaches around 30 supply, cheese?
No.
Is it safe?
Safe. It's safe.
Is it standard?
Yes.
Yeah, it is standard for some people. It's what Chef does in 90% of his ZVT. Is Chef any good at StarCraft?
Yeah, one of the best.
How many Zerg players in North America are better than Chef?
Probably none, maybe one.
Maybe 1. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2, yeah.
Right? Idra's better than Chef.
Yeah.
Who else? Slush has better results recently, but I don't think I'd say he's better.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either. I've seen...
So Chef's a pretty damn good player.
Yeah.
So we could probably say that if he can make it work, it can work... If it can work at his skill level, do you think it can work at my skill level?
Yeah.
If it can work at my skill level, do you think it can work at Wyatt's skill level?
Yes.
And if it can work at Wyatt's skill level, it can probably work at yours too, right?
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, that 15, 20, 30-minute rant that I've been on,